Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at XRP, see what's going on. We saw a pretty awesome bounce here off this macro point of control to honor our ascending trend and remain above the 50-day SMA. These are really, really important factors to recognize, and I'm super happy that our community members were able to take that long and essentially get that profit here. Now, when it comes to profit, you don't want to be extra greedy in this market right now. So please make sure securing profits is generally always the best, best strategy. So if you are in profit right now, at least adjust your stop loss higher, just in case Bitcoin were to pull back further, you can walk away in the green. Now, I don't think that we're going to see a massive dump from this coin, but I do think that there is a decent chance that that 2 to 210 range could also be retested in the relative near future, just as a bullish backtest to that descending trend. All that being said, at this point, let's take a quick look at liquidation, kind of see where we're at. And I do ask, before we get started, folks, hit that like button. Do that every single time you watch this video. And I tell you what, I'll be super happy about it. And not only that, we'll save a lot of people from getting destroyed by moon boys. Right? It's our due diligence is what we have to do just as good human beings to make sure we're not promoting people to just buy a coin because they fundamentally or emotionally believe in it. Okay. Anyways, conversation for another day. But I look at the charts strictly, and I'll tell you exactly how things are looking from an unbiased opinion. So that's my guarantee to you. So we can see there's that 210 to 215 range just below the macro point of control. So if we do end up seeing liquidation, a candle wick, that would be the place in which we'd see that last little manipulative wave down. So between 2 and 215 as a rough estimate, that's a good solid area of DCA. So if you're going to consider dollar cost averaging, it seems like a good place because we have a lot of support at $2. There's been consistent retest at a $2 range. Having said that, when we look at open interest, or more importantly, liquidation delta here first, we can see liquidation delta is in the green. Finally, we're back on track. We got a lot of volume flowing into this coin, and there's a solid chance we're going to be able to sustain and go higher. So this is a very, very good sign for XRP to have liquidation delta on the bullish side, basically implying we have more longs than shorts at this point, which is good because it's contrary to how most of the market's moving right now. Majority of coins are pulling back here in the last 12 hours, and we don't really see too much of a pullback here for XRP, at least not as substantial as other coins. All that said, 220 and 223 is our local areas of open interest. It really just implies we have large positions at that level, and they're going to protect their investment by adding to their margin if the price were to pull back to that range. So there's a solid chance at 215 to 225. That little 10-cent range is going to be very, very substantial for support. We'll take a quick look here at the daily and kind of work our way down, and just recognize I typically update my fib levels and playout charts. They're all available here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. If you're not familiar, that's all available there for you. Okay. So that being said, let's take a quick look here at the daily time frame. Recognize we're above all moving averages. All three are hanging out between 220 and 210. At least, the 200 is down below, but the easy way to understand it, we have a massive amount of support between $2 and $2.15. Okay, that just kind of reaffirms it on the charts. Furthermore, too, we're maintaining above 50 on the RSI. While this isn't like a monumental breakout or like a sign we're just going to shoot to the metaphorical moon, this is telling us we're above that moving average. Our money flow index is right there with it. Most coins are lower, and we got stochastic swinging up here with a MACD convergence. So this is like 9 out of 10 reasons why a long position makes a lot more sense, and you want to probably not consider taking a short position with this coin, because once more, even though we have some early divergences with Bitcoin, the trick to trading altcoins is to identify the outliers. So this coin's performing very well contrary to Bitcoin pulling back. What do you think it's going to do when Bitcoin goes up? And hypothetically, it should go up with it or more. It doesn't always work that way. This coin is very finicky, but on the same accord, it's still, the TA speaks to further upside here at this point. Okay, so just know that that's kind of a thing there. Now, if we take a look here at the 4-hour time frame, we can recognize that we're above, once more, all moving averages here, over 50 on the RSI. We do have a stochastic swing to the downside. Bitcoin's exuding the same behavior, and MACD is trying to diverge a little bit too. So it doesn't really mean too much. It's just kind of like early indications of a reversal, but that's still super early. There's too many other bullish confirming factors letting us know that upside makes more sense. I'm going to be very interested in taking a long position in the 215 range if we see that again, by the way. Just to give you perspective, that's kind of where my mind's at. My hope right now is for Bitcoin to come down to like the 90 to 92K range to consider long positions at that level for Bitcoin. But also, if that were to come to pass, we should see a 2 to 215 range for XRP, and that would be a solid place to consider a long. Once more, we've broken our macro descending trend line. We're consolidating nicely above our macro point of control. These are all very, very positive signs. Last but not least here is Ichimoku Cloud. This is one of the few coins right now that's maintaining above and still looking to be in pretty good shape. So short term, decent likelihood of further upside pending Bitcoin doesn't run towards 92 to 90K right away. If it does make a slow progression towards that level, then I think we're just going to see a slow bleed here for XRP to likely bounce off its local support. All right, folks, I'll post a playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. That'll be available for you there. Also, thank you again for the awesome feedback on the shorts. I'm providing shorts on TikTok, Twitter, Telegram, and now YouTube as well, and getting a lot of feedback there. So thanks again for always hitting the like buttons, commenting below. Really appreciate doing that, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. You want to join our Trading Academy community or signals group? Links down below for that as well. Be sure, if you do anything, check out Bitunix. They've been a phenomenal exchange for us. Highly recommended, no KYC or VPN required exchange. All right, folks, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself out there. Bye-bye.